All right, we are back.
Alright.
Now, what kind of equipment do you have or like to use?
My team has every one of us has EVPs. Every one of us has, we have a spirit box. Well, two of us have spirit boxes. And we use a thermal, what's it called? It's a thermal, I never really got the name to it, but it takes like heat measurement.
Thermal camera?
It tells where it's cold at and where it's hot at. And, it can give you the location of where cold spots are. And we also have 3 night vision cameras, and we have another one coming in, here soon. And we use those to record in the night, and document stuff. But we haven't really decided to post anything yet because we are still trying to build our recognition around town. That way people will watch when we start posting them. So,
right. Do you have a group on Facebook?
We use a lot of equipment that my buddy bought, and we just go in and we just go in and we try to use all that we have. We sometimes use strobe lights because we think, our belief is that when you have an immense type of light and dark coming at you, kind of like a flash from a camera. And somehow, sometimes how, paranormal things happen when you flash your camera because of the immense flash of light and then to the dark. So we usually sometimes use a strobe light, not all the time, but we sometimes do to see if we either see anything or the spirit manifests itself in the room. That way we can catch a really good EVP.
Right.
So, and, we basically we go with the wind. We go in without, and this is something that I want to, don't ever break into somewhere to do paranormal investigation. Don't break and enter. Ask before you go in. If you need to pay, then I would say, save up and pay if you want to go in there. Never investigate alone. And always stick to your wits. Watch your back and always keep your guard up whenever you're doing it.
Yep, that sounds about right. Because you always want to make sure you have permission. That way you stay on the good side of the law. You don't want to get in no trouble with the cops.
Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble by anybody. So, my team usually has people call us. I have a separate phone, and my team calls us. My team will call me whenever they get a call from somebody saying that they want us to come in and, do an investigation.
Alright. So you use the SB7 and SB11 spirit boxes?
I'm not sure if it's an SB11. Not sure if it's SB11. But we got it off of Ghost Adventure. We couldn't find a real one on Amazon, so we kept searching online, and Ghost Adventure's website had some stuff on there, and we bought a spirit off of there, and it cost us $100.
How much was that again?
$112.
Is it a big box or a small one?
It's a big box. It's a little. It's about you probably got to hold the bottom of it, and then you got to hold the side of it with 2 hands.
Okay, is there 2 sides to it? I guess 2 channels to it.
Yes, there's 2 channels to it.
And that'd be the SB11 spirit box.
Okay, well then I'm guessing that's what we use. I never really got into the name with it. We usually just call it spirit. We usually just say, hey, the spirit, and that's what we do.
Right. The small ones refer to the SB7s.
We don't refer to it as the SB. We either call it the spirit or we call it Lucy.
Okay.
And
that's cool.
The reason behind Lucy is our first spirit that we actually came into contact with, we asked it was, it said Lucy. And that's what came through the spirit box. So we referred to as Lucy from then on.
Alright. Now, what kind of EVPs have you gotten before?
What was that?
What kind of EVPs have you gotten before?
I have gotten a number of EVPs, and most of them are connected, but the skittiest one is not documented because our cameras were on, they were charging. My buddy did not work them night before, so we went in without cameras. But what it was there was a guy that died in this house, and we were talking to the owner of the house, and he said that he throws things at people, scares them, tells them that they're not going to live very long, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, we'll go in and do this EVP. So we only went in EVP in the spirit box. And we did not use the spirit box that night because it got dangerous, and we decided to leave. We were sitting in the bedroom upstairs. It was I think it was the second room on the right on the hallway. And he had a bed and he had a dresser. I set the EVP on dresser and I hit the record button and I said, is there anybody in here? We got nothing. And I said, okay. I said, is there anybody listening to us talk right now? We got somebody saying yes. And then we kept talking. We got nothing for a while. And I said, what do you want to do to my buddy Josh? And it said, I want to kill him. And then after that, something flew across the room, hit the wall. We didn't see what it was, but we heard it. And I think my buddy Josh was the one that was standing right beside it, where it flew from. And Josh left. He went home. He was done, and he does not work with our team anymore because ever since then, he has had experiences in his home. And he left the team, and he barely talks to me anymore. And but it was one of the scariest EVPs we've ever had, and one of the scariest experiences we've ever had also.
Right. Now, I've heard lots of things come through the spirit box, but one thing I find most fascinating about EVPs is when I get just a plain simple recording. Like, I'll use my cell phone to record sometimes, or even a voice recorder, and I used to go to cemeteries a lot, and I try to avoid cemeteries nowadays, because, you don't have permission a lot of times to enter there. But anyway, I've had, fuck you, pussy bitch, I've had hi, I've had go, leave. It's really interesting stuff. But a little creepy at times, but interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, see, anything that you can catch on an EVP that is creepy is not creepy, but it's a very fascinating piece of business that can go towards paranormal investigation community.
It is fascinating.
And, it's just something that, you don't want to bother a spirit too much. So if you do catch, a small piece of evidence and what you can get, I would settle for it because you don't want to bother a spirit too much so things don't get dangerous for you and your crew or just
right. Things are interesting. We had a session tonight at my friend who has his barbershop up here in Rolla, and we have a session there at their shop with the spirit boxes, and they had a little closet in the back room back there, and it was a little back room where they store stuff at, but we've had metal chairs fall over on top of us. My cousin had a metal chair fly right over into his kneecap. My buddy Bob, the chair came down, hit him right in the crotch. So it's pretty interesting. They actually got some results.
That's crazy.
And that's the most active it's ever been there. We've always told them to do something, knock something over, but they never do it. And tonight they actually did it.
Yeah. That's one of those things. It's a spirit doesn't want to be active. If you keep asking it and asking it and asking it to do something, it's kind of like poking at a sore wound. Somebody has a sore wound, you keep poking at it, they're going to get mad, eventually. They might think it's okay in the first couple of times, but then you keep doing, they're going to get mad, and they're going to pop off at you. And that's how a spirit will work, too.
Right.
If it doesn't want to be bothered and you're asking it, well, do this, and do that, and do this, and then they're not, and they're not doing it, and you start to doubt their existence, they will prove that they are there. And they will do it in such an immense way that you will never want to go back to that location again.
Right. We try not to actually piss the spirits off, we try to keep peace with them as much as possible.
Yeah.
But now, do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe big. I believe that, I can't say that I do believe in Bigfoot, and I can't really say that I don't believe in Bigfoot. I can say that I believe that multiple creatures can possibly exist. I mean, that's as much as I can say about it, because I don't really, I've never seen it for myself. I've never really seen a captivating piece of evidence that could or could not be a man in a suit. I've never seen something like that. So I can't really say for sure that I think it's real, and I can't really say for sure that I don't think it's real. But all I can say is that everything is possible.
That's what I believe. I've gone out looking for Bigfoot or Sasquatch before, and I've had some pretty convincing times, but I've never actually seen the darn thing. I've always heard of it, heard the sounds it supposedly makes, but never seen anything hardcore say, yep, that's it.
Yeah, and they say that he makes some really grisly noises and stuff, and I've heard the noises that he apparently makes, and most of those noises can also be mimicked by coyotes.
Right, or owls or other creatures.
Or they can things that they say that he can do are often debunked as owls or wolves or just different types of things.
Right. And I'd like to come across a Bigfoot sometime. I mean, I think that'd be pretty awesome to see and get a picture of and prove that it exists.
Yeah, it would really be a captivating piece of evidence, because then people would start to open their minds and think, wow, these things are, they exist, and, maybe there's more out there.
Right. Anything's possible. I try to keep my mind open to just about anything.
Yeah, and that's why I respect, people who hunt for Bigfoot or people who hunt for ghosts or spirits, because they're not like everyone else. Everyone else likes to think in a box.
Right.
But people who investigate the paranormal and people who search things that they can't understand are people I respect, because they take a box cut and cut open that box and say it's time to get out. We need to get out for ourselves and find out what this is.
Right. When are you available again for another interview?
I can be available. I'm off Sunday. I can do one Sunday.
All right. I'm sure I can come up with a list of another set of questions to ask you and talk about. But for now, I'm going to close the interview with asking you one final question. Do you have any suggestions or advice for our listeners out there?
For what out there? I'm sorry?
For our listeners, for the podcast?
I just want to let everybody know that these things are not something that you want to go into with caution. Things that you hear about, things that you see, things that can possibly be real are not something that should be toyed with. Do not take a spirit into your hands and think that it is a toy that you can throw in the air, because more than likely you cannot catch it. Do not say something to a spirit that you don't want, that you don't think you can take back. And don't go into places that are restricted unless you have permission, and do not try to provoke a spirit into attacking you or attacking your friends. Leave that to the professionals. Do not try to go in there without caution, because if something happens to you, it is your own fault, and it was your safety that you put at risk. And things that you may see, things that you may hear, may not exactly be what you think or see or hear. And just always go with caution. Like, never, ever go in thinking that you are invincible, because you're not.
Alright, well, we only got like 18 seconds left, so I guess I'm going to wrap this up here. It was nice talking to you, Elijah.
It was nice talking to you, man. I'll see you some other time when we do an interview.
Definitely.